they've got labs to make crickets into food. You've seen that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Trudeau in Canada. It's what are
I mean, where they,
like,
there's some evil people at the top of this thing. Cattle, all these cattle dying suddenly. I mean, I'm looking at going, you literally, you were saying you can't make this stuff up. With Biden and the executive order for climate, this is such an enormous step in that direction. You talk about surrendering everything, and then all of this, all of the talk that we're hearing right now, especially I think because in California we're a little bit more sensitive to it. We're hearing we're going to cut off your water. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. Well, you already get the you're not a good citizen kind of thing. You can already sense that. Well, if you don't go along with these climate laws. So this is exceptionally bad what's coming. And you mentioned loss of more freedoms with a false flag. You couple that, if somehow this stuff's going to be continuing to go down this climate thing, this climate direction. No water in Lake Mead. There's a giant bio weapon that just got leaked out. There's a nuke, whatever it is. Electric grids are shut down. Oh, people are going to give up all their freedoms. And ultimately, these laws are already there. They're already there for people to be subjected to.
Yeah, 100%. And it's going to be, they'll probably do it through a social credit score because they've got all the tools in play to monitor and they know like I said, they know more about you and I than we know about you and I. So.
They do. Russian subs, because I'm reading about them, I'm watching things that you do and other videos, and threats of attacks and just different scenarios. What's going on with this situation with Russian subs?
It's kind of crazy. So Putin has pushed every sub he owns out into the ocean, right? He has 70 subs in his fleet. There's one in particular that's a relatively new sub. It's called the Poseidon, that has I believe it has 6 large torpedoes. These torpedoes are 100 megaton torpedoes. And so you basically got a stealth submarine that has the ability. I mean, when you start talking 100 megatons, if you put that into perspective, if you remember the fat boy we dropped on, I think it was Hiroshima or Nagasaki, those 2 bombs, those were 10 kiloton bombs. And you saw the damage that they did. They basically wiped out 4 square miles with 10 kilotons. So you take 10 kilotons. If you were to convert the megatons, that 100 megaton into kilotons, it's 100,000 kilotons.
Oh, wow.
So, 10 kilotons was what we used on Japan, and 100,000 kiloton torpedo, which is, it's absolutely insane. Well, what's really crazy is that for the last 5 days, I've been watching heavy-duty search traffic over the Chesapeake Bay entry area. So you've got Norfolk, which is a naval base to the south of entrance of that bay out into the Atlantic. And then if you go north up into that bay, that'll take you right up into all the way up to Baltimore. And then there's a little branch that pops off to the left that takes you right up to Potomac. And the Potomac will take you right to the back door of the White House. I mean, it takes you right into downtown D.C. Because if you take a 100 megaton torpedo or nuke and detonate it right there outside the door of our Capitol, that would be there'd be nothing left.
You think of this and you start looking at the book of Revelation, and you look at the different judgments, and some of them that are coming upon the planet. You have things that certainly appear to be nuclear related, radiation related. You have wormwood. You have the sea that just gets a third of the sea gets destroyed, and you
Yeah.
start looking at it and just going,